Right, so I just wanted to make a video of a conversion of a Paramount MX mount to Onstep. So the original motor is a DC motor, nice motor, but kind of junk, and you have to use the Paramount software, so I'm going to convert it to Onstep. The motors that I'm using are the Oriental 268 MD2 8A2s. They're actually a direct fit. You can literally just drill out those holes just a little bit, one size bigger, and you can literally unscrew your Oriental motor, screw it into the same location, exact same bolt holes, everything will match up just fine. You do need to get a 8mm, and that's a 20 tooth if you want to use the exact same belt. And these are MXL belts, they're not the GT belts, just so you know. This is all the MXL stuff. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that with this, it's a 20 to 60 tooth, and then this is a 20 again to another 60 tooth. I've just got both. This is right as Ascension and Deck are both pulled out. So the problem there is you actually end up with a ratio of 9, which is massive. So slewing across, it seems that these motors only like to go about 300 RPMs max, and with a 9-to-1 ratio and those massive tooth count is like 10 minutes to glue across the sky. It's crazy. Or 9 or something like that. Not to mention, with this, you've got 2 belts, you got twice as much backlash, you've got this whole Mickey Mouse setup. So what I did, and it's not hard to do if you actually pull the whole unit out. Here's the main worm gear. You can actually, there's just two screws here and 2 screws on the other one that you take out. Not a big deal. The only thing to note is that this is just a set screw to set the tension on the bearing, so it just keeps it so there's no slack in there. It's not a critical piece. It's not like the worm gear one. The worm gear has got the same idea on this side. Don't take that apart. You don't need to. That's all set by them, and it's all nice. But that setting for that one, you can pretty much crank it down because you just want no slop, and all that is for engaging and disengaging the gear anyway, the main worm gear. But when you pull that apart, it's not a big deal. There's 4 bolts that come on here, 2 bolts that just hold your gear on. Pull that off, and essentially what I did, and was the only way, this is like revision number 4 for this. It looks simple, but man, it was really tricky to get this to fit right, but it works great. Essentially, you just need to drill 2 holes, and you can see, I'll take some pictures on here, but you can see that hole number 1 is essentially right here. Sorry, that would be facing this side. It's essentially right there, and that's that hole right there, and hole number 2 is right there. So that's the hole that I had to drill. I haven't drilled it yet on this piece. I drilled this one first. Then I'll put my stepper motor in there, kind of set my tension, and drill that second hole. And I just drilled it out a little big, so you got a little bit of play to be able to tighten that up and set that. But just by putting that in, that works great. The only other trick with this whole thing, and the top bar will still fit on here. You can't have it angled or anything. But I actually had it using some of the other pre-built holes, but the problem is I was hitting down there. So I actually, sorry, you can't really see, and it's hard to see, but down there I just snipped that corner off of the stepper motor, and there won't be a bolt mounted there. And if you can see, because that's got to swing up and down to engage and disengage. So that was the only real trick, as to fit that in there. I had to do that. But look, overall, and then I put in just a couple washers on each of that, because the mount's got a little lip right there. But the reality is now that I've done it, for anybody that wants to try this, you literally just take it apart, buy the motor, buy the gear, and you have to drill 2 holes. And again, it's not like it's a super precision thing, but it's basically drill that hole first, which is what I drilled right there. Put the bolt in, align so you got your tension right, mark and drill that hole. And if you want to give yourself a little bit of play, great, and you're done. And then for the third bolt, what I did, and two of them actually hold this thing really tight and crank them down, and it's not going anywhere. But on the back here, I snuck a little washer in, and then I just bolted it to that. And I may make something on this side to bolt to the other side and actually bolt through, but I kind of doubt it. But anyhow, that was the process. But at the end of the day, it's pretty slick, because now I've got Onstep running this with a straight 3-to-1 reduction ratio, one belt. Didn't have to buy any belts, didn't have to buy anything, and I got rid of all of this stupid Mickey Mouse stuff that they have.